Hey everybody, Glass Half Dead here. Just a very quick intro. Somehow my SoCal vlog video messed up and the interview with Michael had no audio. Genuinely no idea how that could possibly happen. Normally my videos either something bugs and there's no audio at all in the whole video, or there is audio and it's all fine. And also because I guess I'm still jet lagged, I just completely forgot to put the Beeranid interview in. So anyway, this video was just those two things coming up. The other thing I just wanted to quickly say, because I forgot to mention it last time, it's not really relevant to anybody, but life update, I guess. I really enjoyed doing the streaming to the point that I actually want to do that myself, and I'm thinking about how I can start to do that myself. Yeah, obviously I need a little bit of outlay of kit. I need cameras to be able to go places and stream, and I want to make it like a mobile streaming thing. So the streaming thing that Kill Team Stream Sheldon had was huge. I couldn't travel with that. I wanted to make a backpack sized streaming kit, so it would be 1 or 2 tripods, 1 or 2 GoPros, microphones, headsets. I think headsets would be better with some noise cancelling, so that hopefully you could cancel out the background noise. Yeah, just stuff like that, because I think that'd be really cool. The only thing that I would have to rely on, the game store to have, would be an internet connection, and that's it. Anyway, that's something I'm working on. It's inevitably going to lead to me having to start up some kind of Patreon if I want to accomplish that. But that Patreon would also be I will take my mobile streaming kit to as many places as I can go to, and all funds would go into me going to those places to stream and improving the kit and the quality of the stream, etc. It's not really a money-making venture. It's I genuinely don't have enough money to do it on my own, but if you guys want constant kind of Kill Team streams, then I would do that. Anyway, that's for another time. Anyway, right here's the stuff. Beeranid and Michael. I'm going to talk more about this in another video when I have more time to actually think and I'm not jet lagged. And yeah, have a good time. Bye.
Yeah, if I had to say what should I have done different, I don't think I looked at the terrain well enough, and I should have brought a less shooty anti-orc army, because I had a really hard time drawing any lines, and I had the flamers weren't ever able to get overwatch, because no matter where they stood, there was always somebody who could charge them. So I should have adapted to that. I had a lot of melee guys on my list who would have been much more devastating against the orcs when getting there, but that's not how I brought it. So that was probably my mistake. I think in terms of the play, I was pretty happy with it, but I've had some really good dice to get here. So
sure.
The
They have to turn at some point.
Yeah.
He made some good T-shirts. I think we can say that.
Well, he did. He did. That's right. Because obviously what happens early is a little bit more important than what happens later. And of course, I wasn't able to get the kill war, my attrition and stuff like that. So, but that being said, I had crazy good dice the last 2 games.
Okay. Well,
can't say much, right?
If you could have done any one thing differently, where do you think?
I would probably slightly different list, more melee.
The list itself. Okay.
Yeah. Just that particular list I brought, I tested it against. It was a little bit more shooting focused, and that was just tough with as much terrain, which is great. There should be a lot of terrain. Yes. I just hadn't. I think the map I kind of tested it on had less, and there was less opportunity to avoid the flamers overwatch.
Okay.
So that was tough, but maybe I guess that one flamer could have been a ½ inch more, and he might even slid down. I thought he could see everybody. There was one guy he could not see, and that allowed everything to fall apart. So obviously, if I'd gotten flamer shots off on orcs coming in, that'd be a different game. But not the way. And of course, he played it well. So many people are scared to make long charges, but with orcs, you just keep trying.
Orcs re-rolling, and with Evil Sons, you're +1. Yeah, it's pretty strong.
So,
pretty strong.
All right.
Thank you very much. Beeranid.
Hey.
Go.
Took third place, tied for third with Gene Stealer Colts.
Yeah, Gene Stealer Colts. You ran a weird list.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was like 16 neophytes with shotguns, neophyte leader, web pistol, and chainsword. I had the combat spec aberrant, the groused Garl expansion, from Starn's Disciples or whatever, Rocksaw Acolyte.
Yeah. And the reason you take him is because a Rocksaw Acolyte, that can be a veteran, because normally Acolyte fighters can't be veterans, right?
Yeah, I was allowed to do an illegal thing because GW probably made a mistake. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they put a thing that even on BCP, you cannot normally do this. Like, I can't say, oh, I want to pick Grouse Scarl. It is what it is, you know?
I think that's the correct ruling. If they're going to print the rule, why wouldn't you use it?
I asked Sheldon, and he basically just said, you know, look, I want you to take it exactly as written. I don't want you to take a rock cutter instead of the saw, anything like that. You have to take this exact model. So that's what I did. I just kept them exactly as written. And
what was your toughest game? Which faction?
Toughest game for me was the Drukari.
And Rack Spam?
There was some racks. I don't know if it was quite spam, but I think it was, I guess you would call it rack spam because you're not just going to take racks. It was tough because we had some weather conditions. They had this door opened up over here, and a gust of wind came, blew over a sign onto all my models, and here I have 20 guys on this board, it was insane, and I didn't really know what to do after that point. It was like an irreparable game state. And my opponent's trying to be helpful. He starts setting up my own guys, which makes it like even worse for me. I'm like, what are you doing? And I didn't know what to do, you know? And so he said he wanted to keep playing, and so we did. And it got to last round, and I was ahead by 5 points, and all of a sudden I broke. And I started shaking and stuff like that, and I'm like looking for time to be called, because when we started round 4, there was 3 minutes left. And pretty soon it's like shooting phase and you know, fight phase and stuff like that. And he's scoring and I'm broken. And so I move a guy on there and take one more point to end the game tied, 17-17, which BCP then put in as a loss.
Okay.
So I had 3 wins, 1 tie that they counted as a loss with Gene Stealer Colts, and ended up tied for 3rd. And that was the day.
Okay. But let's talk about the real reason Gene Stealer Colts worked, because Sheldon ruled.
That Colt Ambush could be used to open doors. He basically ruled that it's a normal move.
Yeah. Which is the first time I think that's been ruled. But I mean, if that's what they ruled, that's what they ruled.
The only precedent is the change to Metabolic Overdrive for the Tyranids, because that's the only other time that the word move is really used, and it's not said a normal move, anything like that. And basically, right now, after this iteration the last time in the FAQ, and they basically said for Metabolic Overdrive, move, when you get to make another move, that means normal move. And so, you know, it's a debatable thing. I don't know if it's going to be happening everywhere in the world. Alex from Alex Kill Team Academy, that's going to be TOing LVO, says that it's legal there. So, we'll see. Maybe Gene Stealer Colts will take that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, thanks very much, Beard. Have a good one.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Why am I back at the end of this video? Because it didn't reach 10 minutes. And genuinely, when a video doesn't hit 10 minutes, bad things happen. So for me to, like, it would be a disservice from me to both Michael and Beeranid to not make this video reach 10 minutes where it should have been, to get the original views it should have gotten when my video originally released. So I'm just waffling a bit here. As you can tell, this really was a kind of, I totally messed up and knew that I had to upload again, but I didn't want to just re-upload the original video again, because I don't know what that would do to YouTube. Like, I don't know if that would negatively affect it or not. So this is its own video with its own themes, etc. Themes? What am I bollocksing about? I kind of mentioned it in the last video, actually, though. One thing that is really interesting to me is that Death Guard, where are they? Kind of, before Elite, they totally dominated with Elliot playing them, with Poxwalker Spam. And then I know that George, Warp Charge Gaming, did pretty well in some Nova pods, but I'm not sure how valid Nova pods are, because obviously they were quite small, like each pod was only 8 players. So I really would like to see how Death Guard perform in a larger arena. So they're kind of interesting me, actually. Like, not because of the theme, but purely because nobody's playing them. And that's just 100% me. That's me. But yeah, I really need to think about a faction I want to lock down, because in November, I've got 2 tournaments coming up. One's at 100 points, one's at 125. I'm going to play in them both. Not sure what I'm going to play yet. I'm thinking Grey Knights, because I haven't played Grey Knights in ages, and I want to see how I can do if I'm actually, like, genuinely trying with Grey Knights. Okay, anyway, let me know. Grey Knights, is it a terrible idea? For someone that is actually trying to win a tournament, this is in open play, not arena, is taking Grey Knights suicide? Yes, it is. Anyway, been Glass Half Dead. Hope you had a good day. Hope you continue to have a good day. Goodbye.